Well, good morning, good evening, or good afternoon, whatever your current life situation is. Hello, YouTube. This is Jeffrey Kite, back again with another episode of Kites Curiosities. This is my first video for Caleb's Cards, TTM Autographs, and More Junk Wax Challenge 6 competition. I finally got some on the board. As you can see, here's all my list of people that I've sent out, all the cards that I got. Two of them, memorable moments from the first Union 400, 1991 Union 400, and then checklist number 2. Those are the only two cards that don't feature a driver, owner, pit crew, mechanic, somebody from the NASCAR world, a personality from the NASCAR world on the front of that card. So I was wondering, man, I just watched the video, Autographs 2000. Man, you up to 5 points on the TTM challenge, man. I am way behind. Y'all have gotten off to a great start. I'm just been kind of hoping and praying to get something in. I got some in today, thankfully. And they are coming out of Charlotte, North Carolina, and then Macon, Georgia. But this one right here, that is no mystery as to where that's coming from. We're going to look at that one here shortly. So got 2. And I know they are TTM or Caleb's Cards Junk Wax Challenge 6 entries because I always mark my little envelopes up in the top left-hand corner and kind of, you know, that way I know when to come in, what they're for. So on to opening it up. Let's open the one from Charlotte, North Carolina. Man. Oh, very nice. Very nice. Mr. Felix Sabates. Very, very nice here. I am very happy to get that one back. He's moved. He used to be with Chip Ganassi Racing, but he sold out his shares of Chip Ganassi Racing. And he's out of the game. He ain't in NASCAR no more. He's a well-known Cuban immigrant business entrepreneur in the state of North Carolina. Has had his hands in many, many different businesses. And just, if y'all get a chance, look up his story. This guy started as a dishwasher and worked his way up, man, in the business world. I could spend 20 minutes just sitting here talking about this man and his accomplishments. But one of the business ventures he got into was NASCAR racing. He started a NASCAR team called Sobco. And Sobco Racing, they were a fairly decent team. Had a lot of good number one drivers, you know, and that kind of thing. They didn't win any championships, but they did win several races. His biggest star was Kyle Petty. He was the one that gave Kyle Petty his first real big start, and Kyle. He finished, I want to say, 3rd or 4th in the point standings for him a couple times, but really nice guy. And after a while, he was always a guy that started businesses and then would sell them off and then use that money to start another business, and then so on and so forth. And they multi-million dollar millionaire. But anyway, he took Sobco, joined forces with Chip Ganassi. They had a lot of success. Won a Daytona 500 with Jamie McMurray. Felix put him in a good car and good equipment along with Chip Ganassi, and they won the Daytona 500. I can't remember what year it was. It was in the early 2000s. And, of course, Jamie McMurray, he's a broadcaster now on Fox and FS1 with a lot of the NASCAR shows. But well, like I said, old Felix, he's retired. He's out of the game, but very happy to have him. I had to jack my camera up a little too high, so I can't display him too much. I'm gonna have to put him down there. We'll take a look at him again later at the end of the episode. Excuse me. Very happy to have Mr. Felix Sabatas in. I had to hunt for that address, boy. Woo, that was hard. All right, next up. Again, no surprise here. Coming back from Mr. John K. Reagan out of Perry, Georgia. I used to work at a butcher shop down there in Perry, Georgia. And Mr. John K. Reagan, or as we know him, Ken Reagan, used to come in there and buy some steaks. And he runs car dealership down there for his son. And we all know his son. Ooh, what's going on with that? There we go. Got a little blurry there. And his son, David Reagan. So let's see what we got here. It feels thick, so I'm feeling good about it. And also, if you're looking for Ken Reagan's address, there's a free address there. All right, let's see. Oh, nice. Goodness gracious, thank you so much. I got one. Here's another point. Point number 2. Ken Reagan. And if y'all look there, you see an inscription that says Elmo. And what that is, I'm going to try to get it in there close. If you look in there on the Jasper Cars and Transmissions, which is a business still in existence, they got a little character right there. And that character right there, his name was Elmo. He's a company symbol. And Ken Reagan, every once in a while, he'll put a little Elmo inscription. If you can look and find Elmo in some of the cards somewhere, either on his fire suit or on his car. Oh, that's very special right there. Yeah, that's Elmo. Ken Reagan, he signed that one. And then I had another one right here that I sent him in my personal collection. Went ahead and got that one signed. And then he sent a third one. What is this? Oh, dude, look at that. This is the Max 1988 racing cards. I want to say this is his rookie card. And I want to say Max 1988 was the very first year they started making NASCAR trading cards. Very, very nice. Let me tell you something about Ken. Ken Reagan, he was a really good driver considering what he had to work with. Let me show the Elmo one, since that's the one we got to get points on. He was a really good driver. When he was in his late 20s, he was a go-kart racer. And he won a world kart championship when he's about 27, 28, I think it was. It was 1978 was the year that he won that kart championship. And he used that money to start up his stock car team. And him and his brother, Melvin, I think it was, Melvin Reagan. They, all them boys lived down there around Unadilla, Georgia, and Perry, Georgia, all down around in that area. Back, where I grew up, Fitzgerald, Georgia is where I grew up. And they're very well known down in the South Georgia circles. Like I said, he was born in Unadilla, but, they always had their shops and stuff down there in Perry. or up in Perry, excuse me. Perry is just a little bit north of Unadilla. And he started that stock car team with his brother Melvin, and they did pretty good. They didn't win any NASCAR races, but, I mean, he had several top 20 finishes. I want to say he finished a couple times in the top 10 at Daytona. Like I said, a small team, not a lot of big sponsorship. His big sponsorship was Jasper Cars and Transmissions, which, you know, I mean, nice company and all, but it's not like, you know, Fords and Valvoline and, you know, those types of companies. But wonderful race career. He is in the Georgia Racing Hall of Fame. And I don't know if he's in the Georgia Sports Hall of Fame. I have to look that up. But I do know he's in the Georgia Racing Hall of Fame that's run by Mr. Bill Elliott up in Dawsonville. So very happy to get this one back, Mr. Ken Reagan. So there we have it, folks. Just to go back and review, Felix Sabates, Ken Reagan. I'm on the board, Caleb. I'm on the board. Let's find the guys and mark them off. Here's Felix Sabates. And, oh, there, Ken Reagan up above him. All right. So there we go. I got a long ways to go to catch up. So, all right, folks, hopefully y'all like this video. As always, like, comment, subscribe, do whatever you want to do. Till next time, y'all take care now. Have a good one. Bye.